Hi guys, Charles here with Charles Harrison Music. Just a quick one today, little update on the Henriksen. Couple of things to add from the previous video, and people were asking about hearing it driven, so I'm going to do that for you in just a moment. Henriksen have released a bit more information than when I first reviewed the amp. They didn't have even a user manual at the time. They have now released a little infographic. So just to clarify a couple of points I made in the very first video, all EQ is pre-amp. I guessed that the graphic EQ was pre-amp and the bass and treble controls, the pots, were power amp EQ. That's wrong, everything is pre-amp EQ. I also was unsure how many dB each EQ fader gives us. It's 12 dB, so we can have plus and minus 12 dB. I'm pretty certain on that. Do double check on the website, there's a bit more information there now. So let's talk a little bit about drive from the Henriksen. First of all, if you're wanting to buy an amp to get you some powerful distortion, this is not the amp for you. This is not who this amp is designed for. I've had the amp for, I don't know, probably about a year now, and I'm so delighted with it. It is a clean beast. The clean tones are unbelievable, especially when it's cranked at a jam or something like that. It just sounds absolutely stunning. However, it can give us a little bit of dirt. People have been commenting, I had a comment in particular the other day, saying people who have tried it out, they're not noticing much happening with the saturation. The saturation, you mainly notice the saturation almost like compression. It's very difficult to demonstrate, so really you do just have to get to grips with it. But the way to get the distortion from it is not really to use the saturation knob. What you do is you drive things. So we've got plus 12 dB on loads of different frequencies. So a great thing to do is crank everything and then pull things out, what we call subtractive EQ, to craft your frequency. Almost like a sculptor with a bit of rock. They chip bits away to create the statue. That's the way that you want to think of drive from this amp. So anyway, without further ado, here's some sounds. I've got just a condenser mic, the same mic you're hearing my voice through. The amp's coming through the same microphone. So anyway, here we go. Here's a little bit of drive. I've dialed it in the way I like it. And here's bridge pickup first of all. Okay, sorry, my playing leaves much to be desired today, but what I want you to notice is there is some crunch there. I think crunch is a better word to use for the rest of this video. You'll notice the chords really drive the distortion. I'm really getting some pretty powerful crunch there. And I'm just getting a tiny little bit of bite, a little bit of hair on my lead lines. Okay. Tone-wise, I think this is great if you're into, like, I don't know, probably as far as Status Quo, that sort of drive. But also pretty good for your cowboy chord stuff, your like pop crunch. almost like orangey or marshally, very oasis-y. I can get that. I can get a very adequate tone out of that. Again though, if you want those tones, don't spend, I think it was like about £1,800 this amp. Just buy an orange, you know, don't buy this one. This is mainly for cleans. I will be at some point demoing a boost and drive pedal through this, so do subscribe so you can hear a little bit of that. I'm just going to quickly give you a little bit of mixed pickup and neck pickup as well. So here's middle pickup. And neck pickup. This is how dynamic this can be. So I'm almost clean there when I'm playing gently. And if I bite, it's not an easy distortion to play, guys. I did want to say that. It's not smooth. It doesn't feel like, I don't know, like Soldano or something like that. Obviously, it's quite actually hard work to play. But I am playing completely dry here. I've got no delay, no anything. But that's no excuse for my shoddy playing. I'm just playing badly. As soon as I switch the camera on, that always seems to be the way. Anyway, I hope that sort of covers everything, guys. It's just a rough and ready video today, but hopefully you've heard it give a little bit of dirt. It can go sillier than that, a tiny bit sillier than that, but again, don't buy it for the drive. You can get a far better priced amp if you're mainly a drive player. This is, I mean, it seems to have limitless volume and stay clean. It's unbelievable. Like I say, all I'm doing to drive the distortion and drive the valve is mucking about with the EQ, giving it those extra 12 dBs, and it just starts to break up. But if I keep the EQ, even if I've got it maybe 3 dB, 4 dB, I'm still crystal clear, beautiful, beautiful clean tone. Yes, I can't say good enough things about it. If you are a jazz player, or actually, you know, you can think of it as a great PA amp as well. So if you do have a great digital effects unit or a lovely pedal board, it's going to sound absolutely stunning through this amp because it's so true. The valve, when you're playing clean, my brother has the original Henriksen, the solid state, and the valve just adds like a hi-fi-ness, like a polish, like a little chime on the top end that just opens up the tone. So if that's what you're looking for, this amp does it. If you're looking for a killing drive tone, then buy yourself a Messer or something like that. This isn't going to do that for you. But if you've already got the pedals, you've got everything set up, this is an absolutely stunning PA amp. Hope that helps, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.